Kyrie got dead was fell dead. But yeah, I was seeing a Razor Warren was chasing a squirrel. That's crazy. But yeah, maybe that I blanked off for a minute. Maybe I was going on too hard or whatever. But it is what it is, man. I'll get back to Jesus Christ, man. And people just don't want to admit it, man. World history proves that he's a painting. He was painted by his old man lover, who was actually some kin to him, either his between first, second, and third cousin or a great uncle, and they were lovers. Leonardo da Vinci was a faggot. They were all popes. That's all that shit is about pedophilia and lamb loving. You know what I'm saying? They have it documented at the Vatican right now, which you can see the sculpture face that's sculpted in the Vatican. You'll see Amun-Ra. If you go back to ancient Egyptian stuff and find out about Amun-Ra, that was an Egyptian god. So Masonics and all that shit, it comes from Egypt and ancient Africa. You know what I'm saying? Sorcery and all that stuff. So that's why we over here for shit like that. And then when they use brachiomentos, like I said, evil was whitewashed to whitewash good. And world history proves that alone. So it's gonna be crazy when the guys like studying Triple J, they could be like, son of a bitch, this motherfucker is blacker, he's black, well shit, fuck it, we'll go to the doomsday shelter. Get the dogs, let out the hounds. They could be trying to play with spring poles. They ain't gonna be able to hunt no food for y'all. Y'all better get y'all some cans of beef tripe and take down in there, because y'all ain't gonna be able to come out and hunt like that. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hunt no food, in which y'all gonna try to distinguish and alleviate the rest of Mother Earth's nature and shit like that. And then y'all gonna go on the ground in y'all bunkers and shit like that. But that's already been pinpointed since the ancients, that we coming in them dens. The camp is coming in them dens. Y'all coming in them dens. And the crazy part about it, the Mashiach is coming in those, as prophesied, he's coming in them himself, every last one. So all these thousands and thousands of doomsday bunkers, y'all could be in there doing sodomy and shit like that, trying to get your sorcery game and soothsaying game up. You can have sottish Negroes in there like Bando for Life and Bonafide Slave Game Bread Book, and they're doing this and doing that, and y'all trying to get y'all sorcery together. Man, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to live out. I tell anybody, man, that's good, bad, or evil, or if you got any knowledge of it, all this gay shit and all this hatred towards black people, I'm gonna make up a word. Their oppression is their succession. Like they're because they get to live out the pact of Esau. Again, to the fake Hebrew Israelite guy, I am not a Hebrew Israelite, but I do know that was is another religion. The religion comes from the Vatican, the Hebrew Pentecostal Church. A family member tried to throw that up in my face. The Hebrew Pentecostal Church was started by a Christian faggot gay man. He also, not long after that, started the first black lesbian church. So all y'all whole religion is about misfit activity, man, gay shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. So I just try to stick it to the races and stuff, to your own. It does not come from racism. Racism comes from the devil and the ideology of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I done had my share. See, I done had my share of these black skin girls up here, these Mexican girls, Filipino black girls and stuff like that. But a lot of them that you meet, especially like the Filipino girl I was talking to, they low-key racist. It's all about sex. It's all about sex, man. Bitch doing everything, you know what I'm saying? It's all about sex, but she still had racist views. Then she made sure she went up in my Facebook page to show me that she was pregnant by a black guy. Like I told her, better him than me, and I told her some other things too, because her main thing was to talk about racist and getting over this and getting over that. But she used to jump off, though. That's the thing about them, man. It's all about sex. That's what they were taught. You know, that's why you got these Aryan guys like Puny K9. I'm going to call him Remy. He's a culture vulture. And they can say that all they want to. Y'all call each other that. Y'all call each other spics, moolies. All nationalities have a name they tease each other and taunt each other with. WAP, Guinea, etc. The list goes on and on. But when black people made lemons out of lemonade and to have camaraderie and just to joke around and stuff, y'all use it for racism. But it's cool though, man, because that's how you have your religion. It's a spinoff and a culture vulture move. Of course, there was somebody that walked on water that gave the warning of the of the curse of the Bible and stuff like that. Let's say if Jesus was real, at the same time, y'all still going to hell because you changed the Bible. But I'm just saying, just giving you a scenario that's, you know what I'm saying, it's obviously not true, but you know, you got to break it down for you reprobates. You know what I'm saying? You got to break it down for you reprobates. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Old School Watch, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bully community. You know what I'm saying? I felt some type of way about the bully community before I learned more about it. Cause back home they must have got them big buff razor edge. Y'all, they try to say my shit was razor. They try to say my shit was buff like that. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's just that dogmen, they incorporated the watchdog into a lot of bullies to get the blue out of them. And they're all blue pit bulls. Mason lived, Patrick lived. It's just like Don Mayfield said, even though he's a racist piece of shit, he's right. The breeding of the dog over here, as far as to the umbrella standards, not the paper standards of the UKC, which were just reprobates who didn't want to be the dogs fighting anyway. Staffordshires, they had game dogs. It's crazy how people could look in your pedigree and see it goes back to Staffordshire and see names like Hemp Hill. I ain't fucking with y'all. Hemp Hill, shout out to Actionville, North Carolina, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Sneeze Ferry. Shout out to New Bern, Twin Rivers. Shout out to CTP. But enough of that. It's sad how you can go back to your little ugly game dog unless it doesn't go past Skull or Maverick, and you'll clearly see Hemp Hill and Tudor breeding staffs together. And I just do it like the immigrants with this one dog. I'm going to get some more pit bull game dogs, but if I go back in the pedigree and I got to go back to 1920 to get a Staffordshire, and I'm not getting it because that means it's going to be blood retarded, ran into the ground. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the real ones, again, I can't stress it enough. You know what I'm saying? I pat myself on the back because the pros have never proved me wrong. They went and made a tabloid video. You know what I'm saying? Benji Reyes could have called you out. See, if Benji would have called Remy out, guess what, man? He ain't want that. He know Benji is making money, and you know what I'm saying? And he's making money off of hog record machines and shit like that. You know, he would invite them to a course, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? None of them have hog hunting footage. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm about to put on as I'm call him the kid, RD the kid. RG the kid, man, he the coldest dog on the yard is putting the brakes on dogs, man. That's what they brought him over here for, man. The range ride shit, you know what I'm saying? The range ride shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all reprobates, man. Go look in the pedigrees, like I tell y'all, man. Go look in the pedigrees. You two master all bulldogs, OG. I'm gonna call you OG. Cause you got a lot of people use your name, man. And I salute you for you really build. That's why I call Remy. You really are his master. Like, he would be nothing without you. You know what I'm saying? But I came at both of y'all because you can't say it wasn't a big breed pit bull. Y'all go look up Tabor's Rusty and Tabor's Bear, the first watchdog Eli breeding. You know what I'm saying? He already showed Conan. He went back real far to show that. Yeah, he was a big fat dog. That was the first breeding of the Staffordshire and the watchdog because they wanted to solidify the breed. I can't say this enough. Even the Southern Triple J's, nobody went by that standard. Earl Tudor didn't go by. I say this again. The Oklahoma kid did not go by paper standards. He had Staffordshires. The history of him, he tells you that he is second generation immigrant. He tells you that he loved Gamecocks, Staffordshires, and Pit Bulls. Look at Blackjack. Little J, you's a country motherfucker, boy, because you can't knock Blackjack Jr. and Blackjack and Champion Ruffian and Expert. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool with me, man. It's cool with me. The proof is in the pudding, man. They can't prove me wrong. Got them saying that. Shout out to Mr. Bill Cosby. Hold your head, man. There was no proof in that pudding. Because they really had nothing on that, man. The guy's really not original. He's a culture vulture. I don't really think he's Mexican, man. If I ain't offended by anybody Mexican, it is what it is. World history is what it is. And spirituality is what it is. But I think he's like, I actually had a manager that was Hispanic or Latino, if you want to call that, in Russian. I think he's one of those guys. And he had a lot of issues with him, and he caught a raw deal. He caught a raw deal with the company, too. Caught a raw deal with the company. His mom was Mexican, and his father was black. You know, so I think they were military. So it is what it is on that, man. You know, so I'm going to stick with the facts, because the truth is all we got, man. I'm just confined to record on this right here now. But yeah, it's all good, man. People just step the truth game up, because the shit, the smallest shit you lie about. That's why I try to be true as possible. I'm not perfect in the law by a long shot, and we all fall short of the Most High. But the truth is all we got. You know what I'm saying? That's why I swung on reprobates like I did. One thing I can say, if I'm wrong, I stand correct. I never heard the OG, excuse me, the OG say anything about the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? He does have that much integrity and a whole lot of wisdom. And what he's saying is right. I can't stress enough, the blue does come from the staff. But if you look on a breeding umbrella, I'm trying to find one, but I've seen one. On top of that is the American Staffordshire, or the Staffordshire, the one that just came off. But let's just say a Staffordshire. On the bottom of it is the Bull Terrier. In the middle of that is a Bulldog. We know about that breeding. Nobody's breeding, crossing them with pit bulls. But the continuous breeding of the White Terrier and the Terrier until the Terrier came extinct, that was a part of the umbrella. So you had guys that were bona fide dog men that kept staffs on the yard, like Indian Sonny. Like I said, I be fucking with y'all, man. Indian Doc is a beautiful dog. That dog is in my dog's bloodline lineage. So my point has been proven so many times. Now I know y'all reprobate, especially in White Bull. They went in and seen it. Fuck, man. His dog's really kin to Indian Doc, man. His dog's kin to Gang's Turtle Buster, man. That Moro's Warrior Princess, man. God damn, man. What are we gonna do, man? W. Bassett, he the one talking about, the main one talking about sodomizing with staff winning trophies. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all didn't do Hemp Hill like that. Y'all don't do Peterson like that. That's where them shits come from. Just because y'all got the blood, retarded dogs ran in the ground, it's sad that somewhere still in that dog's pedigree, it's going to go back to Hemp Hill and Tudor staffs. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of the game. Like I told y'all on my Master of All Bulldog demonstration. That shit was correct to a T. That shit was correct to a T. That shit was correct to a T. Why don't y'all pull up a picture? And I'm not riding for nobody dog or nothing like that, whether that man dog got papers or not, because I know my dog got papers, and it's on a pit bull pedigree that's well known and used all over. And it was they tried to say I didn't have a pit, but they couldn't prove any band dog. Then we started talking about staff. Salute for that, man. I salute Puny Canine for that, because you couldn't do it. Now you got your people talking, asking about big breed pit bulls. Duh, dumbass reprobates. What would they think of next? I'm still waiting for y'all to show a condition picture of Tombstone, another huge dog that bred small and big dogs. Mayday, I already knew Mayday was 75 pounds full weight. I said that. All my shit that I say is really a spinoff of their whole lessons. But why y'all won't spin off that spirituality? Cause y'all trying to figure out ways to make your pack go longer. But it's over for people that feel like that, man. And I embrace it, because it's just getting closer to where I could get some real relief. Black people, if you really want some real relief, and I'm talking to anybody that may hear this video, the Hassan Campbells and different ones, salute Hassan. But at the same time, man, it's just like when MLK got his wig pushed back, and that's why they use him for, racists use him real quick. They use him like buckwheat. They use him twig because he was a Boule member and he was a part of religion himself. he got his wig pushed back for a reason, because he tried to take over the white man religion, and they didn't even do it for that. You talking about they heron, now you talking about Vietnam, and they pushed his wig back. But he knew the truth because he was had several doctrines. That's why I say about the Master Buddha, that doctrine don't mean nothing. You can still promote falsehood, because MLK knew damn well, as a master of theology, he knew damn well that we supposed to be going back to the Most High to get our ultimate relief. It's not all about protesting, rioting, or even getting spit on. Rest in peace to Malcolm X, because many people that sought out his face say that he was on his way to going to the truth, because he started talking about who we were and stuff like that. But let's get on Islam for a minute. Islam is they're also the religion of our oppressors, as prophesied. They the ones that started the slave trade. They're the first ones that flip our religion. You see what I'm saying? They're the first ones that flip our religion, and that's why people. And I'm talking like if Hassan can hear this. That's why people relate the Bible and Islam hand in hand, because it's already whitewashed delusion, but a lot of it is facts. The Babylonians, which were black, explorers have already proved that. That's a common sense anyway. The Babylonians, which Islam is basically Islam, those people were black. They were sons of Ham, and they were the first ones to infiltrate our spirituality and put it into their sacred tablets and stuff like that, as a part of the Pact of Esau. Also, Babylon willingly whited themselves out for the most part, and that and ancient history proves that as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's good, man. I mean, they want to say I'm a dog, man, or whatever. You Christian warriors, you never proved me wrong, and y'all don't even. And what's sickening and pathetic, and it'll make you throw up, pathetic, and it'll make you throw up, man. Y'all don't even deny being faggots or bestiality workers. You know what I'm saying? Puny Canine, you can't get mad about nobody saying nothing about your daughter, because I'm the first one to say it, man. I have divine knowledge and intervention, and not intervention. I have divine knowledge, and you know what I'm saying? And I walk in the step the way He wants me to walk, and I'm talking about the Most High Elohim, the Godhead, the Mashiach, Yahshua, and Yahushua. That's the only God that really was. The devil, your God, mimicked the Godhead and came down here and played whiteface. Whiteface was played eons before blackface, and told little secrets with the girls and played makeup and showed them little sorcery tricks, useless secrets in heaven. That, you know what I'm saying, told them about astronomy, things like that. And that was just used. That's why I said sorcery is petty. But yeah, getting back to you, you can't get mad if anybody say anything about your daughter. GB, I'm talking about, not talking about Goldbud. Chill out. The pictures you could have really showed Goldbud and the dude, the hemp wild. But you know, he is kind of wrong for that. I'm kind of wrong for that, but I'm not, because the way your Lord works, you might be having sex with your daughter, or you're passing her off for sorcery. But the pact of Esau is over with. The curse of the Israelites from Israel, the ones who were in the bowels of slave ships, you know what I'm saying, proves that that's what y'all are into. So 9 times 10, it's sad to say you may be passing your daughter off for sorcery rituals anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you're into bestiality in your own home, which I didn't even know that, but I found out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's NC the game, man, but it's all about y'all. You know what I'm saying? That little girl is probably around for rituals, man. It's in your look. Just find out the truth about Cupid, people that want to have a chance to not to be annihilated or bird food and worse. Find out about your own heritage. I'm talking to people of all nations. Find out about Cupid, Baby New Year, and stuff like that. Look at these old paintings and stuff from Europe, countries like Greek and Rome, and you'll see that they always had a little boy in the bedroom, a little cute little boy. And you see the picture or the sculpture of the family. They'll start off with the men. There'll be blacksmiths, archers, warriors, soldiers, or whatever, and they'll show the father together in that group of sculptures. Then they'll show the daughters, if any, playing harps, whatever they're doing, song, this, that, and the third, idolatry, or looking in mirrors and shit like that. And something else that the devil brought here. He came through our women first when he done it. That's why I hate him. But anyway, so then you get to the bedroom part with man, woman, and they're laying around, and you could clearly see they're cupcaking. That's the best word I could see now. They're cupcaking, and you'll always see a little boy at the feet or in the lab, and it's not his sons. We've already seen the sculptures and the pictures of the sons. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll has hand around like he on his back and stuff like that. They always kept a little boy in the bedroom, and it's about sorcery. So everybody, you need to come and clean with your origins, man. Just come clean with your origins, man. I've already proved you wrong about the pit bull, and y'all's gonna do what he's gonna do about his bride. The truth is, the Most High, the earth is his bride, and which the earth procreated his children. So you know what I'm saying. So we come from the dirt. You know what I'm saying. We come from all the elements in the Garden of Eden when the anointed cherub came inside. Flew down as a white boy, playing whiteface, looking about sweet, as Enoch saw him. He didn't. Let me pause for a second and backtrack. Enoch wasn't astonished to see the angels. Noah's parents weren't astonished. I'll get into that later, but he was astonished to see angels. He wasn't even astonished to see the angels. He was astonished that they looked like white men. He said, I think they're white men. They look like women. They always been on that gay shit. They always been on that gay shit. You know what I'm saying? The great prophet Enoch, his name is not Enoch. That's another whitewash move. That's why a lot of our ancient texts got ousted and thrown out, because it was so hard to whitewash. The Bible already really does not make sense. And in the Living Bible, which a lot of our elders in the Christian church were always talking about, especially if you could comprehend the Bible, they so scared you're going to see the truth in it, they want to hurry up and try to get you a living Bible. And it talks about what we're living through today. According to the Living Bible, they're saying that the police officers are the judges of God. So when they're going around here killing people and killing black men and black men, women, and children, it's a sense they are the judges of God. They're not judges of anything, but they are the judges of God. The Lord God is the anointed cherub, as he clearly explains to the kingdom of Tyrus. When we were created a black man, it was all laid out. You know what I'm saying? It was all laid out. The diamonds, the gold, the carbuncle, the emerald, the rubies, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People, like I know black Scottish Negroes, they try to pinpoint why. Oh, you're white, you're white. I had somebody tell me I got curly hair. I had somebody tell me that that's because their grandfather was white. And like I told the woman, 15 generations ago, when somebody forced a union on a black woman, the people clearly have seminars in black and white TV days where they tell you how they bred you in and bred you out and why they done it. They were trying to get the animal gene out of themselves and alleviate you from the face of the earth, the ultimate blasphemy, because they were given the iron rod not to alleviate the children, for a rod of correction. But clearly in the Bible it says they slew too many of his children. They just slew too many of them. You know what I'm saying? So the facts are all there. So that's why the facts are never addressed towards me. You just get the hatred and the people using me to spin off my slangs and the things I say, and not just me. I've seen it done to my homeboy 252 and stuff like that. And people just use, like I said, I'm gonna say small or puny facts to try to override the truth. And it's sad that the truth will always be. That's just like with OG. I call him OG for a reason, because what he's saying is right, but he makes himself look crazy to me and a lot of other people talking about blue pits and stuff like that. And that's not my real fight, because it's obvious that the internet proves him wrong. The internet talks about the UKC standard. You know what I'm saying? Which was really word of mouth. Which was really word of mouth. So that's where that stems from. That's where that stems from. I'm trying to record. That's where that stems from. People just hard-headed, boy. I hate to say it. Got to be somebody black. Boy, Well, he said our people are stiff necked, but he must be talking about him too. But whatever, another thing. But that's where that stems from. But I got off task or something like that. That ain't nothing but Hashatan. But yeah, getting back to the blue dog. I mean, that's just the way it is. So Don Mayfield and all the dog men of old, you know, they dealt in Staffordshires. It's just that when the reprobate activity came in and the shacks in the woods and the doomsday guys got into the picture. The same guys that are mad about the flags that are about to all come down. Shout out to Durham, North Carolina. They been pushed them shits down. They were smiling like a motherfucker too, pushing them rebel statues down. They weren't U.S. soldiers. They were rebels. But those are the same guys that are trying to push a standard that's already wrapped into the umbrella. And it's sad when those guys go in their pedigrees, deep in their pedigrees, they see Staffordshire. So you're not going to be able to take it out, but you could breed it out to the point where you got the dogs retarded. Like when they attacked her best of the beast, the best of the beast of bestiality, he showed his allegiance with them. So I could say that comfortably. Had a show, cause they have shows, man. Had a show about that, but the same type of dog for the standard that y'all breeding, blood, retarded, killed a woman. And any dog can do that, you know what I'm saying? A wolf can come into town and kill somebody or something like that. A bear can do the same thing. They're all canines. But those. Let's get off that. Let's get back to predator and prey. Guys, just watch Animal Planet. That's all I would say, man. You'll never see a lion chasing a spring pole. The only time you see the pups or the dogs or the canines or the big cats playing tug of war is when they're tearing apart meat, not pulling bungee rags. That's not prey drive. You guys want to get camaraderie or a fraternity together to use people of all nations, including yourself, for defiling your body and stuff like that for sorcery, and it's almost over, and it's not gonna do you any good. So now y'all just really just doing your urges because it's a lost battle. You know what I'm saying? The sons of angels are ravaging the land. The sons of angels are ravaging the land as we see it. As we see it. So that's a sign of the coming of the real ones. The real God here. He was never worshipped as God. The only one that was worshipped as God was the anointed cherub. But let's get back to the book of Ezekiel. He clearly tells the people in that Turkish kingdom, Tyrus, which was all black, that he was there when they were created. But they were so oohed and awed by this sweet looking guy. They didn't know if he was a man, they didn't know if he was a woman, and he was white, he was different. And it was sorcery delusion used into that too. They just didn't see something they never seen before and fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? It was talk game. That's why Puny K9, he got, like I told him on one of his comments, man, you have a talk game from hell, literally. You have a talk game from hell, literally. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it is deflection. That's not really a talk game. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a talk game. You take what somebody say and then say that they said something else. And my homeboy is doing a good job of pinpointing that, so I'm not even staying on that long. I'm not gonna stay on that long. Let me let my boy out. Y'all just gonna have to see him, man. Don't be trying to do no magic tricks with my dog, man, because y'all are really desperate. But the crazy part about it is that your time is up. 2,500 of the years you had to develop ways that were very body defiling to even be and look the way that you are now. The daughters of Zion described the women after they came in and ravaged the land of Zion before they were hanging people on crosses, 500 a day. That's why they hauled ass out of there. He said he was going to scatter us, and he scattered us too. And that was the first part of it. And he scattered them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like in the book of Revelations, the daughters of Zion say, the daughters of Zion are fair and beautiful. Yes, they are. I got to get me one. I ain't talking about none of these stink hoes or nothing like that. The daughters of Zion are fair and beautiful. But the men that came in and ravished us were white as snow. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Then they had a nerve to bring in their women, and they were ruddy in shape and shaped like rubies. So in all actuality, they had to they spent 2,500 years of that or more to get their bodies together. You know what I'm saying? They were funny built, funny looking. You know what I'm saying? The fallen angels are the ones that brought the beauty. They the ones with sorcery magic, playing whiteface. Again, that's been played eons before blackface. They're the ones that look like the white people today when they were in that form. You could read the book of Daniel, and it clearly describes the angels. But look, I gotta go, man. It's been real, man. I'm gonna let my dog out. Hold on. Let my dog out, cause we feed good here, and ain't nothing about no teeth or nothing falling out. That shit just excuse. Another thing I'm gonna address, man, before I feed my dog, man. Another thing, man, there's nothing game or prey drive, and your dog is not ready to hunt if it chews wood. I'm talking the bona fide game bred slave buck and the leprechaun. Choose what? I'm going to take him out to hunt. He's ready to hunt now. You guys are pushing so much reprobate shit just to be like, yeah, we're with it. Yeah, there's Yahuwah, kill him. Let's run under the rocks. We can't do it. All for that. Your time is up, man. But let me go ahead and get my dog. My peoples were wearing me on my video. They got something for my dog, man. So hold on for a second, man. Cause we feed good here. Hold on, man. Ain't no teeth falling out. We ain't mistaken prey drive. Prey drive for spring pole action. We know when cubs were fed and they were weaned and their milk was produced by prey drive. They're going to get prey. I have enough common sense. I'm not trying to be down with a pit bull cult that I know that a timber wolf will hit a squirrel, a rabbit, a gopher, any rodent, he'll hit a beef cattle and shit like that. That's where these range riders came in. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. Ain't nothing but swinging my sword, man. Hold on, man. We be good here, man. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want you to come out and get it. Come on. Hold up. There's some sorcerers. Come on. They're already trying to get your papers.